think it's relevant.
Insightful.
Powerful.
Discovery. Introspective.
Super. Refreshing.
Insightful.
Coaching is very important. I think understanding your values are very important.
The importance of self-reflect to truly understand oneself.
Yeah, I shared this at the end of the day. I think so much about being a founder is making tough decisions, and the capability and the willingness and the strength to make tough decisions only gets built over time. And I felt like I learned a lot today in how to think about tough decisions and how to make them in a deeply human way.
I learned a lot about myself and also learn from the team, another my classmate, and also learn from the instructor.
The program is quite interesting because I've learned how to intentionally improve myself as an individual and also as a better leader, which usually in a more intentional way, right? More proactive way, which usually this thing happen in a reactive way. So now I've got a framework that I can take back and try to constantly and intentionally use this framework to improve myself.
I think I've learned a lot for the past 2 days, almost 2 days.
Yeah.
It's taken me a lot of time to think about my passions and dreams really are, and it took me a lot of time to think about it, and it's a good pause, and we really need it. And can't wait to learn more about it.
That we're all somewhat kindred spirits. I think we're all going through a very similar journey, different stages. And for me, I think we all have different areas to work on. This concept of integrity and living your values and applying them to the company. I think we probably expect ourselves to be better at that than we are. And understanding the gap between what we do and what we expect ourselves to do has been something that I've learned as we've gone through the process. Yes, I've actually been through a lot, but I think the quality of the people in the room is at a very, very high level. And that means that the facilitators are essentially facilitating a discussion in the room. And I'm deeply honored to be here and included in such a group of talented founders.
I feel it's about the people, that it's part of this group. Everyone is entrepreneur. Everyone comes from a similar set of problems. Other programs that I joined were for different type of management and company.
I haven't joined any coaching program yet. This is my first time, and I feel it's so amazing.
I think related to the first point, which is relevance, because it's relevance, then it's actually quite applicable as well.
Yeah, I think one of the main difference would be I don't know, I feel very relaxed. It's not an very intense program, because usually an event like this is very intense and you feel very exhausted every day, right? But I found it very calming, relaxed, and then I feel more self-centered in a way.
Yeah, I think the quality of the founders that we're here with, and obviously the quality of the coaches and how engaged they are with the process. This doesn't feel like a tick in a box or a job. This feels like they're doing it they're genuinely invested in us and talking to us and engaging with us and understanding our stories. It's a genuine connection and interest.
I think they are very founder focused. So some of the challenges that founders face is uniquely highlighted.
It focuses on leadership, and specifically in a startup environment, and you get to meet other founders who are going through the same journey, and it's very enlightening. Other founders, management team, and maybe even one down. Everyone that has a startup in Southeast Asia, I'd say this is the perfect place to meet,
to share experience, to learn?
I'd recommend almost all founders to do it. I think it's more useful when you have already gone through quite a few tough trial and errors. So a bit later in the entrepreneurial journey is probably more useful, or at least later in a company's journey. Early on, I certainly wouldn't have appreciated what I got out of today had I done this maybe 6 years ago.
Founders maybe in the growth stage, and also maybe you do have to have done it for a few years. So do join if you're not so new.
I recommend my team, and after that, my friend.
I would really recommend my fellow founders or entrepreneurs, or even from the company that I work in right now.
I'll recommend my good friend of mine who is currently the founder of Stargate, Caleb.
I think any founder who has figured some level of product market fit and has the time to think through how do you build out the right team and really scale the organization would really benefit from the conversations that have taken place. Any founder would, in fact, any individual would, but I think that once you have the basics figured out, you can really benefit from the program.